Hey friends, wanted to talk to you a minute about the week of prayer that's coming up, and we just feel like this was an invitation from God to do something really important in our church. It might be the most important thing we do all year, and I hope we do it again next year. But we need God to intervene, and that's just part of what it means to be human in a world that is full of sin and evil and brokenness. And so that's true for our personal lives, that's true for our families, that's true for our church, our communities, our nation, our world. We need God to come and save and to heal and to help and to guide. And so I think that's the real vision behind why we're doing this week of prayer.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know any big undertaking that people have endeavored to do with God that isn't fueled by prayer first, or where we don't get a clear word from Jesus about something. And I just know the impact of that on my life, and I know the impact on your life, and I want more of that. So that's why we're going to do this.
So we want to saturate the waking hours of next week with people praying. So there's a spreadsheet with hour-long slots. And whether you do it in a group or whether you do it by yourself, the point is that we're praying. So sign up and take that hour to close the door in your bedroom or walk around your neighborhood. You could do prayer walks. You could pray in your small group. You could pray anywhere, doing anything with anybody. The idea, we want people praying. I think it's going to make a big impact on our church and on our personal lives.
Yeah, that's awesome. And obviously the focus of that time when you sign up for those slots is intercession. But this is also an opportunity for us to first center ourselves in the love of God, to reflect on His goodness to us, to let Him maybe even set the stage for what your prayer time is going to be like. So we're going to be offering you some contemplative exercises that you might want to just incorporate into that hour that you're doing that. I'm also really excited that we're going to get our kids involved. We're going to have them this coming Sunday be praying just like the adults in second session will be. They will be praying, asking God for things on behalf of their friends and their family while they're in their Vineyard Kids classes. So this is just a plug to you parents. Be asking your kids about what they're hoping from God during this time, and just be open to trying some new prayer practices as a family even.
We'll be kicking it off on Vision Sunday during second session and closing it out on Saturday morning with some time for prayer and worship. So looking forward to having you join us for those things.
That's great. One other thing that we really want you to be thinking about now before Sunday starts is something we're calling the Big Ask. And I think this was your idea, Amos, right? Wouldn't it be awesome if everybody in the church could submit one thing that if God showed up and answered that prayer, it would change their life, or it would change the life of one of their family members or friends. So we want you to start thinking about what is that going to be, and then let's get the power of an entire church praying for your one big ask. And we want it to be something that's measurable, like you would know if this prayer was answered. Right? So the obvious thing is physical healings, something in your body or in your life that you would have a physical or tangible sign that God has answered that prayer. But it could also be reconciling a relationship that's been broken. And of course, there's many ways that could look of reconnecting with a friend that you've lost touch with, or just mending a hurt that has happened in relationships. So I'm really excited about this piece of what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, and it's not just you that will be praying for that one thing. There'll be an opportunity during the worship service this coming Sunday to submit that, and then it'll be shared just with partners and regular attenders of our church. So you'll have a whole church praying for the church's big asks from God. So, let's see what God's going to do.
Awesome. I can't wait.
Love you guys.